8:44, morning to you. Let's see what's making the news this morning with writer and columnist Emma Wolfe and our favourite showbiz reporter, Stephanie Tecci. Good morning. Emma, here's a question for you that the Mail is posing. Who holds the key to number 10?
Yeah, well, I think most commentators, journalists, people would say the next election is lost, except for about 10 people inside number 10. And yet, last night, Isaac Libido, who's the Conservative Party chief strategist, he's their election chief.
Isaac Libido?
Libido. Not libido.
Although I'm sure that's what he gets from time to time.
Well, he's claiming that there are about 10 million unknowns, people don't knows, and that it's all still to play for, and that it's all going to be fine. He reckons. So, I mean, there's clearly a lot of people within that kind of core, within the core group who think either they're in denial, I suppose, or they're really quite deluded.
I think, well, no, I would disagree. I think this is going to be quite tight.
Yeah. I think it's very unknown because of this thing about a lot of Tories not wanting to vote Tory but not wanting to vote Labour. And Reform splitting the vote.
And and how many people will actually, when it comes to it, say, oh, we'll actually vote Reform?
Yeah. I think quite a lot, actually. I think quite a lot will.
But with the knowledge that it is, in effect, a key for Starmer.
Yeah, a key for Starmer and a sort of a wasted vote in our system. Yeah. So Libido has been saying the Tories can win if they can recover some discipline and put on a united front.
Good luck with that.
We do have this double by-election. I was so excited about this. I'd forgotten. February the 15th, we've got a double by-election. The Tories are expected to lose both of those, so that's going to be disastrous for them. And do you know, I just tweeted this, it's 800 days since the Conservatives were ahead of Labour in the polls. I mean, that is how many years is that? 2.5.
That's like...
2 and a bit years. Yeah. So it's been a long time. Yeah.
Pathetic, isn't it?
I do feel sorry for Rishi, though, because I do feel like he inherited a poisoned chalice and, despite
He didn't inherit it, he grabbed it.
He wanted it.
Oh, he did want it, but still, kudos to him for thinking that he could have been the man to do the job and, hopefully he might be able to get another term to fix it all around, but... Seems like the Tories are on their last legs.
His popularity is on its knees. He's less popular than Liz Truss at the moment. Liz Truss
The thing is, I never understand why people are so positive about Labour, because I feel like they're not yet establishing what really they stand for. Exactly. I feel like I don't even really know who Sir Keir Starmer is.
Yeah, we need... Well, I mean, at some point we'll get the manifestos and we'll have a clearer view, but at the moment it's a bit...
The only policies we've really had, like green policies and things, they've then U-turned on. So it's, there is a real, like you say, there's a real vacuum, there's a real lack of kind of definition and a lack of... People feel a lack of character with Keir Starmer, a lack of kind of identity, which, is a good leader needs something you can hang on to.
Yeah. I tell you what,
I was just going to say, talking of something to hang on to, what's this in the Sun, Stephanie?
Oh, on the front page of the Slurve.
A bit of hanging on.
Someone's wife is not going to be happy this morning because her husband, who is a rail union boss, has been splattered on the front of the Sun because he's been having an affair with a train driver who's 19 years his junior. He is a union boss at ASLEF who are striking this weekend, so at least he's getting a bit of reliable service while the rest of us commuters aren't.
Steph, I was just waiting for you were going to come out and he's getting some action.
Again, members won't be happy because he's been using £3,000 a pop to go to different hotels with his lover, and this is all while members are foregoing their pay to strike. So, the newspapers always wait to set people up like this because they make a big sing and a song and dance, we're not getting paid properly, we want to do this, and then they'll put your personal life on the front page to make an example of you and make people not want to support you and support your message.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I mean, look, it's a bit grim.
It is a bit grim, and I initially thought, oh, come on, married lover. But actually, there is a point in that we are enduring 9 days of these rolling strikes, more planned for February. But people are really, it's a miserable experience travelling on the UK rail network. And we know that the bosses and in terms of their bonuses and their salaries, are being paid a lot, and the companies are making huge profits. So it's not really on, is it? It's not. I'm not saying the drivers do or don't have a case, or that they, they're very well paid as well in many cases. But actually, yeah, it is a little bit rich that he's off gallivanting on the town while the rail strikes are ongoing.
That's a good word, gallivanting.
Yeah.
Actually, talking of people who can be caught by cameras. Can we have a look at the funny politician photographs in the Guardian Lifestyle mag?
lovely, aren't they?
Because these are they've done a range of photographs of politicians where one photograph sometimes has defined them.
Oh, right. Who've we got then?
Who have we got? Should we have a look? I think we've got these pictures.
Oh, look at
that
Maggie.
is, of course, Maggie Thatcher.
And that was taken in 1986, and she was on a visit to a NATO training camp in West Germany. I love it. Like, she's got the scarf around her head, she's got the goggles. She means business, but she's still sassy.
No, it's a great shot.
It really is a I mean business shot. This is a
Harold
very
Wilson.
famous shot of Harold Wilson meeting the Beatles.
And that was in 1964.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good
They
shot.
do that, don't they? It's a bit like when Tony Blair got... was it Blur or Oasis? For Cool Britannia.
It would have been
Cool
Blair.
Britannia.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would have been Blair.
Yeah.
Here's a... Oh, now there's
Yeah,
Jason
this is
Rees
my
Mogg.
favourite. This is Rees Mogg having a cheeky little snooze in the, on the green benches in the
And of
House
course,
of Commons.
politicians always say, I'm not having a snooze, I'm listening into the speaker.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, built into the back of the seats.
It's
But I
not a
think
great shot.
No, I think
a
on
great
this
image.
occasion... on this occasion, I think he probably
At least
had...
he was there. The rest of the table was
no.
mostly
This is
empty.
iconic.
This is Theresa May dancing on... Oh, the cringe. The cringe. Somebody made her dance on stage to ABBA, to Dancing Queen. But, I mean, I do miss the days when politicians would do funny things like that.
Well, actually, although it was totally cringeworthy, that I do think...
At least we had a laugh.
Well, good on her, because
Yeah.
she was taking the mickey out of herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I
also,
quite like
Was she,
that.
though? Did she?
Yeah, so
and also, if any of us were on stage and asked to do a quick dance...
We would all be.
We would all look ridiculously
Oh,
cringe.
yeah. Speak for
true.
yourself.
Well,
Me
I
and
know I
Stephanie
would.
would
No, I think
slay,
we
wouldn't
would slay.
No, what if you would be
Slay.
together? You need somebody to
Yeah,
dance
it
with.
is true. And I do like Theresa, actually. She
I
was
do.
quite funny. I think people forget that politicians are humans.
Well, do you know, when a lot of them showed their humour, their sense of humour, their sense of timing, was when they all told a little story about the Queen,
Yes.
when they were paying tribute to the Queen. And Theresa May's speech was
This was
particularly good, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
It was all
great.
about dropping the cheese. Or She was at Balmoral. She was at Balmoral, and I think there was a buffet or something, and... she was helping set things out with the Queen and put down, I think it was a camembert or something, and dropped it on the floor. And I can't remember what... there was a very good punchline, but Theresa May told the story with absolutely comic timing,
Yeah,
and
right.
everybody laughed. It was absolutely lovely
She was a
moment.
camembert. Was it one of those potatoes with foil on and the little sticks in?
Pineapple hedgehog.
Oh, yeah. Stephanie, what is the price of love?
£3,500. Even
If
though they
only
say
it was that cheap. So.
Even though they say money can't buy you love, apparently a lot of couples in the UK are investing on weekends away with their partners. They're really trying to keep the spark alive. So a study has shown that people spend up to £3,500 a year to make sure their relationship's kept intact, whether it's a weekend away. You might fork out about over £1,000 on a romantic holiday.
Well, Valentine's Day isn't far away, is it?
5 meals out cost about £500.
Oh, it's all these candlelit dinners
Yeah,
and things,
but I
is
think
it?
it's good that people are trying to make an effort
It's an
to keep
investment,
their
isn't it?
relationships alive.
Yeah.
You'd have your date nights.
Yeah, I think
I
it
thought
is.
it'd be more than that. The Star got this story
yeah.
as well, and their front page is £9.67 a day, and apparently that's how much it costs per day.
Yeah.
I would have thought it'd be more than £3,500 if you include things like hotels, weekends away, dinners out.
Definitely.
But
Depends
what
how
do I know?
fancy you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have weekends away. Like mine, we work 7 days a week between us, so what can you do?
I'm single and I spend more than that on myself. I think it's much more harder
That's
when
why
you're
you need a
single.
man to spend
Yeah,
the money on you.
please.
Exactly, Steph. Me too, me too.
I know. I don't want to
Honestly.
fork out any of
Spend
my
more than that
money.
on a 3-year-old and he doesn't give me love. Or weekends away.
does.
Yeah.
Or romantic holidays.
Well, this is
will.
it. You wanted a family.
But cuddles.
There you go. Cuddles are worth more than money.
They are.
There you go. Sadly, we've run out of time, so we can't talk about the best holidays to go, but apparently we all like going to Spain.
So it's not surprising, is it, really?
Hola.
Cheap and cheerful, yes, hola.
Not necessarily cheap.
Well, I don't know.
Somebody's off on holiday now.
You're off to Costa Rica.
I am
aren't you?
off to Costa Rica. I'm going to do a week with no phone, no internet. I'm looking forward to it.
Really?
They'll have better
no
weather
internet.
than we have here. Here's Alex.